hope isn't just a feeling. In the context of nervous system regulation, it might actually be one of the most physiologically powerful states you can be in. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Hi, I'm Sonia, the founder of EFT Companion, a wellness application that helps you regulate your nervous system with EFT tapping, powered by AI for personalization. Can you hear me tap on the glass? When we talk about nervous system regulation, we mostly talk about calming down a threat response, reducing cortisol, and shifting out of fight or flight. But there is another piece that does not get discussed enough, and it's the role of meaning and forward orientation in nervous system health. Research in the area of positive neuroplasticity suggests that states like hope, anticipation, and meaningful engagement actually create physiological change, affecting the immune system and our capacity to tolerate discomfort. Hope is not passive. It's an active neurological state that orients the system toward possibility rather than threat. Positive neuroplasticity refers to the brain's ability to strengthen neural pathways associated with beneficial experiences, meaning that when we repeatedly experience states of hope, optimism, and safety, the brain literally becomes more wired to access those states in the future. Now think back to a time when you found something that felt like a lead, a book, a conversation, a new crush that made you feel like maybe this time something could actually shift. Remember that particular quality of energy, the combination of cautious optimism and forward momentum? Now contrast that with the flattened feeling that can come after months or years of trying things that didn't work, of being dismissed, of feeling like nothing's going to change. That hopelessness does have a physical quality to it. It's not just in your thoughts. It lives in your body, in the heaviness, the shallow breathing, the loss of motivation, and both states are physiologically real. And that means that both states can be worked with. So hope doesn't require certainty, and I think that's the part that gets misunderstood. You don't have to believe that something will definitely work in order to access the physiological state of hope. You just need to hold open the possibility that things could be different than they are right now. And here's what I find genuinely moving about this. When your nervous system has been stuck for a long time, hope itself can feel unsafe and unfamiliar. And wanting something and not getting it hurts. So we learn to preemptively protect ourselves from disappointment by closing off hope before we can feel it. And part of nervous system work is gently reopening that. It's learning to stay with possibility. EFT tapping is a therapy modality to help you regulate your nervous system. One of the things I really appreciate about tapping is that it's not about toxic positivity or forcing yourself to feel better than you do or talking about the same thing over and over again with no change. It meets you where you are, in the doubt, the discouragement, the exhaustion, and works from there. But it also makes room for the other side. After sitting with what's hard, you can gently introduce statements of possibility. What if this could shift? What if my nervous system does know how to heal? What if things could be different than they've been? You're not claiming certainty, you're just cracking the door open a little bit. If you've been in survival mode for a long time, hope might feel like a risk. And that makes complete sense. Some part of you might have registered it as being dangerous, so you're protecting yourself by not hoping too much. But small hope is still hope. And neurologically, it's enough to start something. I think that the direction matters more than the size of the step.